Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Retro Trailer Reactions on the It's a Wonderful Podcast YouTube channel. Yes, I don't know quite how to ever start a retro trailer reaction, Jeannine. In what sort of cadence, in what sort of inflection of tone, of voice, but I'm always excited to be here looking at some older trailers. It's always a fun time, an interesting little discussion.
Yeah, a little look back at, how trailers used to be done, and because we typically do look at the older ones. So, yeah, it's kind of a nice film history evolution type experience as well. So that's always fun.
Well, we've got a mid-90s trailer today. Citizen Ruth, which is culminating our January series of Morgan Hasn't Seen, our What's Going On social issue movie series. Laura Dern. So I think this is going to be quite interesting to see how a movie like that deals with topics that deals with markets itself.
Yeah, it's a serious topic, but it's a satirical kind of comedic film. So, and it's a little bit campy from what I remember. I saw this at a film festival several years ago, so I haven't seen it since then. So, interesting to see how it is presented.
Why don't we just get straight into it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Where are we? Here we are. Oh, excuse me. Whimsy.
Meet Ruth Stoops. The cops know her by name.
Ruth, wake up.
Ruth! The judge knows her on sight.
Do you know how many times you've been arrested in the last year and a half?
5.
16 times. You're sick of me.
I'm sorry.
But nobody ever really noticed her.
You know you're pregnant? Why don't you just do us all a favor and go take care of this problem?
Now, everybody wants a piece of her.
When we heard about your case, I just knew we had to help.
They want to use you to send a message.
Ruth Stoops, I have a couple of questions about your case.
This is a private matter.
Oh, no, that's it.
One side is pulling from her left.
There's always women like you who are most victimized by anti-choice. Third world women, women of color.
I'm not a color woman.
The other side is pushing from her right.
God loves your baby.
The baby savers are declaring a national alert.
And both sides.
Car!
Reynolds.
You have got the devil inside you!
Will pay anything.
I am holding here a check for $15,000.
$15,000!
To get their message delivered.
You think you're ready to have a child?
Yeah, I have 4 other kids and I didn't make a cent.
Miramax Films presents Swoozie Kurtz, Kelly Preston, Burt Reynolds, and Laura Dern.
Oh, what I do now?
Citizen Ruth.
Provocative. We had provocative pictures last year.
Yes.
We're not doing that now.
A little point at the end of that.
I understand we just kept silent throughout that entire trailer, but I was a little bit surprised why the narrator sounded like some sort of children's video game tutorial narrator. I do not know. Press triangle to jump. You know, that's what he sounded like. Go to the store. Like, why
he was very
chipper. It like that?
I mean, it's definitely giving 90s energy. I think 90s had a lot of, particularly early 90s, I think, had this game show hosty kind of trailer voice as opposed to the in a world kind of trailer voice. But obviously, you're trying to sell this kind of plucky take on this thing. So that's kind of the best voice to get for something like that.
I mean, it definitely, fits with the tone of the movie, given that it is about serious topics, but not taking itself seriously at all.
Yes.
poking fun a great deal at the whole left and right
Yes, of that
situation.
debate. It's pulling from the extremes of what both sides kind of want to what message though both sides want to get pushed forward.
Yeah.
But in the kind of the most extreme ridiculous way.
And really captures the energy, captures the tone. I understand exactly what's going on in this movie. It's a well structured trailer. I think it gives you a good deal of story, enough of story, basic premise and scenario, but not really exactly where it might go.
Yeah.
You just know the kind of inciting thing that happens, which is really all you kind of ever need from a trailer.
Yeah.
And you also get the, here's who's in it. Bang, bang,
The
bang,
little
bang,
cast
bang.
run through. Yeah, by the end. And they do a really good job of setting up our character that we're going to follow. She's the title character. So they give us enough backstory. They take a decent little beat to kind of show like how just messed up this lady is. And then we jump into like what is going to be happening with her in this story.
I feel like sometimes as well, a trailer will have little quotes at the beginning of itself, rather than the end. And this comes out with provocative.
Yes, with the kind of little reviews, gutsy.
New York Times or whoever it was.
Yeah.
Which I find quite interesting that it leaves you with that rather than leaves you with
throwing that at up top. Yeah.
So that's quite, interesting, I suppose. But, Miramax, and at a certain point, Miramax was very good at marketing itself when it had no reason to be as good as marketing itself as it was. It was all very shady and dodgy, as we all well know.
Yes. But I mean, even just in the beginning with her kind of blinking her eyes and like how something will move when you close one eye and open, and they had the Miramax doing that, like interacting with what she was doing, was kind of fun.
Yeah, it's memorable. It has its little quirks and fits the movie really, really well, I think. So
I agree.
Generally quite a good trailer, just a little bit weirded out by the
kind of
children's
review
tutorial
burst at the end, and
but the narration, the children's video game tutorial. Press X to double jump.
And watch this movie about abortion.
It's really open
it's provocative.
For everyone. It will really enthrall you.
Yeah.
Weird. Okay.
Yeah, a little
exciting. Good. Nice to see, Citizen Ruth. Do, of course, keep a lookout for the episode on Morgan Hasn't Seen on the main podcast feed, wherever you get your podcasts, links, social medias, Patreon, all the good stuff. Scrolling down at the bottom of the screen is in the description of this video. Subscribe and ding the notification bell on the It's a Wonderful Podcast YouTube channel for more retro trailer reactions, for all the other fun stuff we do have here. And there is only one thing left to do, Jeannine, in your best video game tutorial voice. Go ahead.
3, 2, 1.
Bye. Yeah. Trailer.